we can do the CLN statement of information, correct? And then if we have time, we said we could also do the Delaware state franchise fee, right? And then we have, I mean, we're ready if you want, Jay, if you have time, we're ready to do the executive verification on the POPs.
You guys did the POP verification?
Yeah, MBT.
That's good.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, I mean, if you want to, we can review the steps for the nonprofit budget setup. And what else? And if you want to review the pipeline model system spreadsheet, pipeline model system spreadsheet. Okay. So. Right, Jay. So definitely we should start with ASCOP and Delaware addresses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So renew the addresses for an additional year. Right? Yeah. Then we want to do the CLN statement of information. What do you think? Or the state franchise fee?
Yeah, we should be able to.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
The CLN statement of information. If we get that done, that'd be good. I mean, we have a week and a half to do it, so we could wait, but it'd be nice just to get it done.
All right.
And then
yeah, we can do a view.
I think these are in the correct order, but let's just do 3 and then see where we are, how long it takes now.
All right, perfect. So maybe this is going to take 5-10 minutes. This as well, 5-10 minutes. The statement of information, I don't remember what was the work there, but I think it's fast, right? It's also 5-10 minutes maybe, or no? It was a form or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of these things are going to happen in 5 minutes, but, you know, maybe 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. I mean, the ASCOP address is just signing in the website and put the credit. So 10-15 minutes. Franchise Tax Board, FTB. All right, so I think this is good. I have no objections on the topics.
We're showing the first three, right?
Excuse me?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, this first three look good.
Okay. Joyce?
No objection.
Okay, so let's start.
All right, so I logged into the SOS Mail Solutions, and it does say our membership expires the 18th of February, 2023. So, I
So
mean,
it's
we're definitely
today.
cutting it so close on this
Yesterday.
face up. I think legal bills should probably have a half face off as well.
Okay.
So that's something we could discuss. It says there's no mail.
Okay.
Not seeing mail. So let me turn on the screen sharing
Yeah.
and see if we can figure out how to.
All right, I see your screen.
So I mean, and here it says action item select no putting out a source request to mining. Yeah, see, there's no items, no mail items found.
All right.
So my account, my details change, my password, add my credit card, renew top up service. Here we go, renew top up service. That's it. My account advanced. Please select top up amount. Well, how much do we monthly? So annual will be $270.
Yeah. Perfect. So we're gonna use ULLC, right? With Fargo.
Yeah.
All right. So you wanna stop sharing the screen? So ULLC. By the way, the transfer has not. I don't know if you from the crypto.com then you sent it to ULLC.
That was a long time. That was like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
No, when we did the accounting, it was the 12th, I think, right? Or I need to check. It wasn't so long ago.
All right, we can add that to our topics.
So there is $1,763. Accounting is good.
So it's 270 Australian dollars.
All right.
$1 trillion.
Which means that the total cost for us is only 193. So, do we want to make sure that it's updated in the in our bills? Right? We have that updated in our bills.
Yeah, we need to update in our bills.
So is that something we can take care of? Or?
Yeah, of course. Okay. I'm gonna add it to the priority work. Yeah.
Well, I mean, is there something we could do now? I mean, this is kind of VA work here, but it's like.
Okay. Yeah, I can do it now. Yeah.
Are you guys doing anything?
I can do it now.
Prevent you from doing that?
No. I just wanted to stay focused on what we're doing. Yeah, but I can do it now.
All right. So I mean, I think this one is done. Let me double check by logging in, see if it works.
So can you tell us the new deadline? Yearly bills.
It's yearly.
Yearly bills. Okay. We have date is 02 18 23 renewal of ASCOP address. Legal deal for 1 more year. Amount, how much, Joyce? The amount in dollars?
It's $193.
$193. All right.
It says that it didn't work. It still says the 18th of February 2023.
All right. Let me check here the account. Yeah, it's not showing also in the yeah, it's not here. Also in the activity of the account, it's not there.
But it says that it was completed on PayPal.
On PayPal, which is connected to our ULSC account.
Yeah.
All right. So it's gonna, maybe it takes time from PayPal then to make the payment, right? To show here in the account. It's Saturday as well. So it's gonna show only on Monday. But the deadline should be updated.
No, it's still 18th of February 2023.
All right. So maybe we can check again later. Maybe it takes a little bit of time to process.
I guess we could check it tomorrow too, I guess. I don't know.
No, or maybe we do the other bill and then we check again. And then if it's still not there, we check tomorrow.
Also, a good reason to do it early. And it's good to note that it might take a few days, right? So let's go on to the next one.
All right.
Yep.
Let's go into the next one. Topic 2, Delaware address legal bill.
Yes.
Here I don't remember where we went to check that. It was through the how did we do that? I don't remember.
So I feel like we definitely achieved the goal of preventing the upfront pay stop for this. We just, like, worst case scenario, we'd have to email and all those things would be out of our control, but we definitely paid money, I'm pretty sure, you know?
Okay.
And I can add the actual screenshot from it.
So Jay, I mean Wells Fargo. So there is one personal account that is negative. So I'm just gonna make sure to remind you.
Okay.
9705. 9705. Delaware address. Right. Right.
Yeah, just go on to the Delaware address now.
Yeah, topic 2.
This would be the virtual post name.
All right. Are you sharing your screen?
No, it's logging in.
Okay. How much was that?
Remember, do we have it in the bills?
I'm checking here. Monthly bills. No, I don't have it. I don't have the amount now.
All right, so we have. I was able to log in. Let me share
Okay.
my screen now. So there's a few things here. We have something expiring. We have a couple things expiring that we should double check on.
All right. Maybe the franchise fees.
Mailbox settings, profile security, payment information, billing activity, invoices. Try some of these. There's the card.
That's the payment information.
We have a 100. Oh, it looks like we have an $81 balance.
Okay. $81.25 balance.
So that's good to note.
Yeah.
So it's monthly. It's charged monthly, and we're currently completed through the March 12th.
Monthly, this 81. How much? $35 monthly. From which account?
It comes from the balance. We add the balance here,
Okay.
and then it actually comes out of the balance. So.
Virtualpostmail.com. All right.
So here are all the invoices. So it looks like in 2022 we put $500 in, and then all these transactions came out for. I mean, I'm assuming we were in the negative or something like that, but if we do $35 a year, calculate this out. So $35 a month times 12 months is going to be $420. Yeah, if we put $500 in, right? So if we do the $420 minus the 81, we need an additional $338.75. I would say we'd be pretty fine with maybe one extra month, right? So if we did one extra month, so we have a little leadway, that would be 373. So we could do 375. That sound good?
You're gonna put 375.
That would be, and then we don't have to worry about it, right? It becomes an annual bill that we just check in on every year.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, I remember when we put that money and we said, all right, let's check in. Let's put as deadline 3 months before, so make sure
The last
that
time we paid $500 because I think it was kind of in the negative and we had some other issues, but this time we only have to pay $375. So do we have that in our annual bills?
275.
So I would wait, Jay, but wait 1 second, because you remember we made a mistake. We wanted to renew it for 1 year, and then we did 2 years or something, or no?
I don't know. I think that was the other one I had the problem with. I don't know.
Because 1 year is 12 times 35, right? So it's 420. Right. Yeah. 420 here. Yeah. So if we do it now, we don't worry about it for 1 year.
Yeah. So that sounds good?
Sounds good. Yeah.
So now the question is, how do we do that? So summary,
So-
mailbox settings, profile security, payment information, invoices, tags. Billing activities. Oh, here, add more credit. Perfect.
And this is also ULLC main account.
I understand. Oh, yeah, everything comes out of that. We don't, all the other accounts got closed, remember?
Yeah.
So we're unfortunately not able to use them anymore. So we need to get those reopened, but that's part of accounting. So it says you can only do 10, 25, 50, 75, 100, or 250. So that's definitely a problem. I think that's why we ended up doing 500 is because,
Yeah.
so 100, 250, 500. So our options are either 75, 100, 250, or 500. Check here. 50, 75, 100, 250, 500. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know.
Let's
I
do
don't know,
250.
I don't feel like putting in $500. That seems a little
Me
silly.
neither. Let's do 250.
So, well, I mean, our options are either to do 7 months or 4 months, right? Or we have the 13 months, right? So for the 13 months, it was 370. Well, actually, it was 4. So for the 13, it was $455. For 7 months, it would be
The 250.
145. 4 months, it would be 100. So the 250 could work. We do twice a year for the 250. I think that's fine. Or we would be 500 for the year.
Yeah, I don't know, Jay.
Well, I'm fine doing a half year bill. Do we have the half year bills?
No, for the moment we only have monthly and yearly and one-time bills.
That's not possible. We lost all of our previous bills? Is that what happened?
Yeah, you remember we lost that spreadsheet that got deleted. Then there was another one that was suspicion. We created a new one.
Okay, but we're supposed to have all of our bills, so.
But half is included. We need to do also the half year bills. So I'm gonna create a new tab here.
Well, there should be bills there's monthly bills, quarterly bills, half year bills, annual bills, every 2-year bills, every 5-year bills, and every 10-year bills. I think those are all the bills.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, should we do the half year and do 250? Because that seems to work out pretty well.
Yeah, I vote on that.
So let's do 250. And then we add this to our half year bills instead of our annual.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
All right, here. So that is excellent. So now let's go and check out the mail.
All right. So here we made 250 for 7 months. 257 months.
Oh, whoops, we forgot to subtract the $80. Whoops, oh well. So we should put it for 6 months would be $210. So to say $210 every 6 months, that's the actual cost, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Even though we might pay a little bit more, it still averages out. We want our budget to represent what we're actually spending.
All right. So
We have one thing from the IRS, so this is certainly important.
So the deadline now for the Delaware bills, I'm gonna put 6 months from now, right? Or
6 months.
I'm gonna put 8 months directly.
Yeah. So this first, wait, sorry. Say again. What was
The new deadline for the Delaware legal bill. Now we're gonna put it 6 months from now, or we're gonna include the $81 that we had. So it's gonna be basically nine months from now.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's two deadlines here. One deadline is like we have a 6-month bill cycle. So we need to do that every 6 months. That's our normal bill cycle. And then the upfront pay stub deadline would be based on no longer having our account in the green. So let's see how much money is actually in the account. So there's currently $331.25. So we do $331.25, and we just divide by 35. That gives us 9 months. So I think technically the upfront pay stub deadline is 9 months, and our billing cycle is every 6 months. Okay, so it would be let's see what date the bill comes out. So the date of the bill is
Why is doing this?
Well, these are actually, I see. I think the bill is the 13th of the month.
All right. So in August.
Yeah, it's the 13th of the month every month. So this would be, so we're actually late on this one by a week. So it would be the so right now we're good through February. We're good through March 13th. Was the current deadline, right? Was the current deadline, and so the new deadline is going to go forward 6 months from March 13th. I mean, no, 9 months from March 13th. Right?
9 months from March.
Yeah, so it's going to be
December.
we have February, so March 1, 2. Wait, no, March 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
December.
7. December 13th is the upfront pay stop. But that doesn't change the fact that we still need to pay the bill for the. It's part of the half-year bills.
Yeah. So the next time we want to pay the bills is in August.
No, we want to pay the bills with all the half-year bills. So the way that the bills are going to happen is that we're going to have monthly bills that we check on basically weekly, right? Weekly/monthly, right?
Yeah.
Then we're going to have quarterly bills, and half-year bills, and then annual bills. So what we want to do for all of our bills is basically, if we agree to do quarterly bills, which we haven't agreed with that yet. I mean, we currently don't have any quarterly bills, I think, right? So we either need to. So the options are to pay quarterly and half-year bills, either quarterly or every half year. So quarterly would be every 3 months, and half year would be every 6 months. Okay, so what that would mean is that every 3 months, instead of just working on the monthly bills, we would stop and we would look at the next 3 months, and then we would pay every single bill for the next 3 months. Right? So basically 4 times a year. So this would be 4 times a year we would do quarterly, half year, and annual bills, etc. Okay. Or in this time, it would be 2 times per year we would do quarterly, half year, and annual bills. So it depends on how we want to set it up. But it seems to me like it's better to do it more often than less often in case we miss something. I mean, it's the same thing with the monthly bills. If you only check the monthly bills once a month, if something bad happens, you're not going to know until a month goes by and you could already lose your service. So with the quarterly and half-year bills and annual bills, my recommendation is the safest way to do it is quarterly. So every 3 months we would have an upfront pay stop deadline where we would do all of the next 3 months bills. We basically look at every single bill that's coming up in the next 3 months and we pay all of it. So every 3 months you pay. It doesn't matter if the bill is tomorrow or if the bill is literally 100 or 90 days from now. We would pay all of them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it.
Because that simplifies the process of trying to pay every single quarterly bill separately. So if you're trying to pay every single annual bill, half year bill, quarterly bill separately, now you're doing bills like all the time. But if you just basically pool all your bills once every 3 months for the next 3 months, then you only have to pay the bills and do the process once every 3 months, and then after that it's done. For the next 3 months. So we can decide whether we want to do it once every 3 months, or if we want to do it once every 6 months. But that's the process of doing the bills. So I'd say that might be a third responsibility. So there's basically updating the bills, updating bills. Then you've got the monthly bills verification, and then there would be quarterly bills verification. So the monthly bills verification basically happens weekly/monthly. And then the quarterly bills verification is basically, every 3 months, right?
Correct.
And then,
but I mean, we already include this in the responsibility organizing, because first, you remember when you do the verification or the update in the bills, you always need to start by choosing the entity, the account, and then what the time frame. So you're going to update monthly, you're going to update. So we need to
what is
do
your
the
question?
update.
You're talking about updating the bill?
Yeah, or verification, right? The responsibilities are still the same.
They're totally separate responsibilities. No, the responsibilities are not the same. They're very different responsibilities.
Why? I don't understand. Because when you work on the bills, the first thing you remember when we did the training, the first thing you do is you decide the entity, then you decide the account, and then you decide the time frame. So if you're going to work on the monthly bills, the yearly bills, half-year bills, quarterly bills, 2, 3 years bills, and
you're talking about updating the bills, right?
Also verification.
No, they're different. The updating the bills and the bills verification are totally different.
All right.
Right? You can only verify the bills in a single account at a time. But when you're doing the monthly bills verification, if we have 50 accounts, it wouldn't make sense to have 50 separate responsibilities. It's just one responsibility to make sure the bills got paid for the month, regardless of what account that they're in.
Okay. So then
you're not going to know what the bills are unless the bills are properly updated. What you do per account, you can't possibly update all the bills simultaneously in 50 accounts. That's never going to work. It's never going to be verifiable. But when you're doing the monthly bills, you know where all the bills are, so you can very quickly and easily check the bills in all the different accounts, and it should be very simple and easy and fast.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense or not?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
The problem with the bills list is that you don't know where the bills are, what the bills are, because you're not sure what is updated and what's not updated. So the process of updating the bills can be very complicated. And trying to verify that is even more complicated. So you do it per account. You do it in an organized, professional manner. When you're verifying that the monthly bills were paid, you just want to quickly make sure the bills are paid and escalate anything that's an issue that doesn't look like it was paid or there's a problem, right? You don't want to wait. Like if you're just doing one account once per month and then you wait for all the other accounts, like you're not actually completing the bills verification.
All right.
It's like the quarterly bills verification. For the quarterly bills verification, if we only pay all of the bills in one account and not the rest of the bills, we didn't do the work. We have to pay all of the bills, not just some of them. Right? Can you imagine, like with payroll, like, okay, we're only doing payroll for Western Union. So anyone on World Remit, anybody on Workana, they're not going to get paid, and maybe we'll do it some other time. Right? That's the same idea. It's a different account. So why would we do both of those at the same time? Why would we only focus on one account, which would be the Western Union account? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, and I checked the responsibility organizing is actually, it's actually all centered on the monthly bills here. Goes.
What?
The responsibility organizing.
For what?
Verification, payment verification.
For the monthly bills. Sure,
yeah,
but then you do it for the quarterly bills, would happen once every 3 months.
Yeah, but the responsibility is still the same, bills payment verification. You follow the same responsibility, right?
No, I think it's a different responsibility. One is focused on the monthly bills for all accounts, and then one is focused on the quarterly bills for all accounts.
All right, so we need to update the responsibility organizing because to make sure the payment went through for the time period, monthly, quarterly, yearly.
Yeah, but they're going to do them fully separately. The monthly bills get verified every week and month. The quarterly bills we have to worry about once every 3 months, which should happen soon because we've never verified the quarterly bills. So until we start verifying the quarterly bills, we can't set the timer for every 3 months. So eventually we'll have like an upfront pay stop deadline for once every 3 months where we're going to be verifying the quarterly bills to make sure they all get paid.
Yeah, correct.
Right? If everyone agrees that we should be doing quarterly bills verification.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
All right, cool. So I think this one is done. Let's just double check on the mail, okay? So the first piece of mail was from the IRS. It's in regards to our, request to not have any fees, and because of like COVID and stuff. And so in this case, they just gave us the same letter we got from all of our other entities that say that we can't consider whether or not the penalty leave because we haven't finished processing your taxes. I think we can just download the PDF of this and then just delete it. I mean, we don't need this document. It's not applicable. It's not. It's just basically saying you don't have to do anything. Like when the IRS sends us something that says we don't have to do anything, we don't need to do anything. You know what I mean? So I would just trash it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice communication.
It says archive as well. I don't think we really need to archive this. I think we just trash it.
Yeah, or archive it. I mean, it's better to keep it and we pay anyway. So.
Just archive physical mail scheduled for shredding. All right, perfect. Okay, so
I know what this is. This is Chase asking the money for closing the account, 600 and something.
600 and something. Action needed. So we owe
691. It's there, right? 691.81.
Where am I missing it?
Your account is still past due with the balance of 691.81.
Oh yeah, 691. So it's definitely unfortunate that they, dealt with this. So I mean, I don't know where this fits in. This would be a one-time bill, I guess. Right? And the easiest thing to do would be to try to reopen the account, right? We just go to Chase, we try to reopen the account, and we pay the $700 and then go from there.
Talk to the bank, yeah. We can add it to the executive support priorities.
Yeah, so I'm just going to archive that one as well because we don't really care. It's like we don't need the physical copy. So basically when you're going through this mail, like once we get our virtual office set up, the mail comes in. All we have to decide is we always basically keep the virtual copy because it gets scanned automatically. And then basically, if we want the physical copy, we have to request that it is physically mailed to us. Otherwise, we just delete and save the digital copy, and then we just have them shred the actual mail. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So eventually we'll get to how all the mail works. And the goal with the mail is that I want to set up the California address, which also will be a virtual post mail. They have addresses in Delaware as well as in California. And so then the California address will forward all of our mail to the California address. Like 100% of all of our California mail would go to the California address, and then 100% of all the Delaware mail would go to the Delaware address. So it's very different mail. And it has to do, like, if it's a California entity, the mail should not go to Delaware. It should go to California, right? So once all the mail is forwarded to the new address, then all the mail that we get should all be digital and online all the time. So that's cool. Okay?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. All right. I think we are done with both of these. So are we ready for a break? And when we come back, we can... Wait, actually, before we check, let's just see if this thing got updated at all. So... no, it still says 18th of February, 2023. So, let's see. View my transactions. Yeah, it still does not have the transaction either, which I don't understand. All right, anyways, well, we can email them if it doesn't get updated by like tomorrow, okay?
All right, Jay.
All right, so... But I think we did everything on our side at the time. So, but we still need to verify it, which I think we should have at least a few days, if not a week, before we would kind of.
While for the Delaware, it's already in the account.
Correct.
The balance has been updated. All right. So the current balance is 81 plus 250.
Well, it's 331.25.
331.
Line 33.
Oh,
no, line 32.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So 5-minute break, and then when we come back, we can address the Community Life Network Statement of Information, and then we'll be getting ahead of the curve so that we don't need to worry about more upfront pay stops in February, which is excellent. The more we can get rid of, the better. And we can focus on the good stuff, like our new systems.
All right. 5-minute break.
5-minute break.